Today we're here on OSU's campus to showcase one of the plants that really has been catching my eye as we drive down the main street here through campus, and this is called ruby grass. It's a great ornamental grass that you can add to your garden. Now, it is not a native ornamental grass. It is, in fact, native to southern Africa, so it's slightly drought tolerant, but you want to make sure that you still give it consistent water, but also well drainage, which makes it appropriate for a container like this. Now, this particular hybrid is called Pink Crystals, and it actually gets a little bit larger, so it's going to be about 2 feet tall. And what really sets ruby grass apart from some of your other grasses is these plumes that you get. So you're going to get about a 4-inch to 6-inch plume that comes on. They start out more of a pink color, and then as they sort of mature a little bit more, they'll fade to kind of a silvery color later on in the season. So here we are. It is July, August, and you can see how much of a display you're going to get, and this display will continue on through late summer into fall as well. It has a kind of a grayish blue foliage to it, so before it actually puts up these flowers, you're going to get that foliage. And it sort of reminds me kind of that narrow foliage of what you might find on muhly grass. And of course, that pink color that you might find on pink muhly too. Definitely a different type of inflorescent than you would get with pink muhly. But again, you're going to get this inflorescence sooner than you would with pink muhly that comes later on in the fall. So as I mentioned, this particular hybrid is called Pink Crystals. We have one back at the Botanic Garden called Savannah, and it's slightly smaller. So if you're looking for something to add into your garden, kind of tuck it in, you might look at the Savannah cultivar instead. We have about 3 plants right here in this container that's about 4 feet long. So you can see it doesn't take too many plants to create quite an impact here in your garden. Now, of course, because it's an ornamental grass, it's going to give you all those same features that we love of ornamental grasses. It's got a lot of movement and flow to the garden. So you can actually add multiples and have kind of a mass of these, or you can just add 1 or 2. One of the recommendations, though, is because it has this kind of pink color, you might combine it with some coleus or other annuals that sort of offset this pink and kind of highlight that pink a little bit more. Here they have it next to Crasandra, that is a cultivar called Watermelon that kind of picks up some of that pink in that Crasandra. But a coleus would be a nice addition as well. Now, with this, like I mentioned, it is native to southern Africa, so it is not hardy here. In fact, it's hardy from zones 9 to 10. And while it is a perennial in southern Africa, it is treated as an annual here. But you can go ahead, once these seeds are starting to turn brown, you could collect those seeds. Or if you want to preserve this and have it for next year, you could simply dig it up, pot it up, and kind of bring it in to overwinter it that way is another option. So ruby grass is a great addition to your annual landscape.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.